Rachel Reeves acts like a true robot, much like her fellow Labour Party members mindlessly reciting the same rehearsed lines. Today in the House of Commons, Rupert Lowe couldn't hold back and launched a fierce critique against her, voicing his strong discontent and creating quite a stir. He passionately asserted that the real issue is within the public sector, not the private sector. Lowe also cautioned that her hostile remarks towards British businesses could have significant repercussions for the entire country.
I thought she looked and sounded terrible.
Yes, I agree with both. She keeps changing her appearance all the time, rather like a sort of con man on the run, because she knows the British people are onto her. She's a liar.
About her CV.
And she lied on her CV.
Yep. Officials did it, apparently.
Along with, yes, blame your staff. That's an appalling and dishonourable thing to do. Blame them for your mistakes. No, she's a reprehensible person. The electorate are onto her. She's conned them once by making a whole lot of pledges with Starmer, none of which turned out to be true.
Keir Starmer has firmly dismissed the idea of returning the 2,500-year-old Elgin Marbles to Athens, ahead of the Greek Prime Minister's dive to Downing Street this morning. This declaration comes despite positive developments in ongoing negotiations regarding the return of these ancient treasures to Greece, with a potential agreement on the horizon. Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis is making his first official trip to the UK today, following a tense dispute with former Prime Minister Rishi Sunak over the Parthenon sculptures. Greece asserts that these invaluable artifacts, currently housed in the British Museum, were unlawfully taken from Athens during foreign occupation. The situation is intensifying, leaving the fate of these historical treasures uncertain.
I don't think she expected them to welcome her with open arms, particularly.
But still,
stony silence.
It was, yes, it wasn't the greatest thing. But I mean, yes, that was the way that business is going to react to a national insurance rise. So I don't think that was a surprise. The surprising bit was for her to say, "Oh, look, guys, there won't be any more tax rises. I'm done now."
I don't believe that.
Well, I mean, it's a very brave thing to say. Whether that's her intention now. I mean, the problem with...
just to interrupt, so what tax rise is she talking about? Because we had this big argument, we didn't say national insurance rise for employers as a tax rise. I mean, that's their line. So is she saying income tax rise, VAT rise?
Well, no, because, I mean...
Or any tax rise?
Well, I mean, she seemed to be saying any tax rise on business, I'm assuming because of the audience there, that the national insurance rise is a one-off and she won't come back for more. Obviously, she's boxed herself into a corner because she can't raise VAT, income tax or employee national insurance, the big ones when you need money.
The statues taken in 1816 by Lord Elgin, who was then the British ambassador to the Ottoman Empire, have become emblematic of a long and painful dispute. Despite the UK's persistent denial of allegations regarding their illegal export for many years, these marble masterpieces have fueled ongoing political conflicts. Diplomatic tensions peaked last year when Rishi Sunak cancelled a meeting with Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis after Mitsotakis insisted on the return of the sculptures. Nevertheless, Downing Street maintains that the marble sculptures remain under the British Museum's jurisdiction. However, hope persists. Experts indicate that discussions between the museum's management and the Greek Ministry of Foreign Affairs are actively progressing, with a potential agreement on the horizon. There are speculations that a possible deal could involve exchanging the sculptures for other notable Greek artworks. A representative from the British Museum emphasized that negotiations with Greece regarding the Parthenon are ongoing and constructive, but an atmosphere of tension and anticipation remains.
Well, not in the budget specifically, but what she has promised British business is economic growth. And again, we go back to the...
How can you promise economic growth if you don't encourage business?
Well,
it's madness.
You can still tax business, but the economic growth would come through the green technology that they're promising. And you're talking then about 650,000 jobs. But you were talking about it's quite a serious allegation to say that she conned people.
She did.
Where is the con? What was the con? What is the promise she's actually broken, or the thing she said she would do that she hasn't done?
She said she wasn't going to raise taxes.
A significant scandal erupted in the House of Commons today, when Rupert Lowe, filled with anger, launched a fierce attack on Rachel Reeves, openly voicing his discontent. In an effort to defuse the situation, the Prime Minister explained that the allocation of a substantial £20 billion is tied to the legacy of the coal industry, which the government is now compelled to address. A comprehensive report detailing how these funds, left over from the previous administration, were utilized sparked a heated debate. Currently, efforts are underway to stimulate the economy by leveraging our national welfare reforming planning, overhauling the pension system, and modernizing public services to better serve the interests of those who have placed their trust in us with their votes. What are your thoughts on this? In other news, on Tuesday, the Princess of Wales joined Prince William at Kensington Palace to welcome the Emir of Qatar and his wife, Sheikha Jawahar, during their state visit to the UK. This marked Kate's first major public appearance since finishing her cancer treatment in September, signifying a significant step in her return to royal duties. For the occasion, Kate wore a maroon coat dress by Sarah Burton for Alexander McQueen, paired with a matching hat from Sahar Millinery, which paid homage to the Qatari flag. She accessorized her outfit with a pearl necklace that is believed to have belonged to the late Queen Elizabeth II. Kate styled her dark hair in an elegant chignon, completing her sophisticated look. Unfortunately, Queen Camilla was not present at the event, having declined to attend on Monday evening due to a chronic chest infection. Doctors have advised the 77-year-old Queen to rest and recover from the illness she experienced a month ago following her trip to Australia and Samoa. While Kate participated in the day's events, including a ceremonial welcome at the Horse Guards Parade, she did not attend the evening state banquet at Buckingham Palace. The royal couple escorted members of the Qatari royal family to the Horse Guards, where the king formally welcomed the Emir with a full military salute, which included an inspection of the honour guard from the 1st Battalion of the Welsh Guards, accompanied by an orchestra. The ceremony concluded with a procession of carriages along the avenue to Buckingham Palace, where a second guard of honour was waiting. Upon the royal procession's arrival at the palace, the band of the Irish Guards played the national anthems of Qatar and Great Britain. In other news, a concerning incident took place on the Portsmouth waterfront when unexploded ordnance was discovered, prompting an immediate evacuation and the establishment of police cordons in the South Sea area. The discovery was made this morning by Coastal Service employees, leading to swift action from emergency services. Hampshire police are currently on site at Pierce Road, where multiple cordons have been set up around Clarence Esplanade, creating an atmosphere of tension and anticipation. As a result of the incident, several popular coastal attractions have been closed, and authorities are advising residents to steer clear of the area while hazardous waste disposal operations are underway. Emergency services remain present to ensure public safety in the affected zones, and some sections of South Sea Common have also been cordoned off. Hampshire police confirmed that the evacuation order does not impact residential buildings. The cordon remains in effect around Clarence Esplanade, where sea protection work was ongoing at the time the munition was found. Visitors and locals are being redirected away from these popular spots while specialists manage the situation. A spokesperson for Hampshire, an Isle of Wight police stated, "We are collaborating with the explosive ordnance disposal team to safely dispose of this device. Police are urging the public to avoid the area until the work is completed and have promised to provide updates as soon as the cordons are lifted." Local businesses are actively using social media to keep visitors informed about the current situation. What are your thoughts on the topics we covered in today's video? Feel free to share your opinions in the comments below. See you next time.